boys at my school while I make slime. I am okay. This happened like 2 to 3 years ago. Yeah. Get your money's worth and let it drain. Like, y'all already know. I found this, so y'all better be happy. My 7th period was the last period of the day, and I had this friend that we're gonna call BB. After class had ended, BB had asked me if I could take her to her chemistry class because she had to like redo a test or something. Obviously, I told her yeah, and we began to walk to her chemistry class. My school had 8 floors, and this is New York, right? And like as soon as class is over or as soon as school is over, if you don't have band or cheerleading or swimming, something after school, you have to leave. Like the security guards, the teachers, they're gonna push you out of the freaking hallways. And everyone's going down to the 1st floor, and I'm taking her to the 4th floor. So when we enter like the staircase, I had noticed these boys, and they were like kind of looking at me weird. I kind of just brushed it off because I was like, they're probably not looking at me anyways, because I was not known in that school. No one really knew me. I minded my business for the most part. So I had dropped her off to her class safe and sound, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get out of this school and go home. So I put my AirPods in and I start listening to Melanie Martinez. I start walking down the hallway, and I enter a different staircase than I seen those boys that I first told you about in. And why do I see them standing right there like all huddled up together? I kind of mind my business and walk past them, and I make it to the 1st or 2nd step, and then I keep hearing something. So I'm like, what am I hearing? So I take my AirPod out and I hear, yeah, you. And I'm like, so I turn around, I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, like I was talking to you. And I was like, oh. And he was like, can I have your number? And I was like, no, like I don't even know you. No, you can't have my number. And he was like, come on, you know, trying to convince me to give me his number. I'm like, no. Mind you, it's not just him, it's his friends there too. Remember when I said the teachers would like kind of force you out of the hallways? It's just me and these boys that are in the staircase now because everyone is on the 1st floor exiting the building. I'm like, nah, you good, whatever. So I put my AirPod back in and I walk 3 more steps, right? And I'm trying to hurry up. Next thing you know, I feel someone grab my like wrist as hard as they possibly could. And I'm shocked by this. So I yank my head back and my AirPod starts to fall out. So I grab it and I hear him saying, come on, just give me your number. And I'm like, no, like I told you, I don't want to. I have a boyfriend. He was like, he don't gotta know. This could be our secret. Now, mind you, when I said I had a boyfriend, I absolutely did have a boyfriend. But I was thinking this is going to make him let me go. If anything, he gripped me tighter. Mind you, his friends are still all around just looking at him do this. And I'm like, bro, like, let me go. And he's like, come on, just give me your number. He had the ashiest lips ever. One of his friends screams, just give him some head at the top of the staircase. Like, we ain't gonna tell. I said, huh? Another one chimed in and goes, just give us all some head. And I was like, whoa, like I yanked my arm away and I start fastly walking down the stairs. And this is when it starts to escalate. All of his friends start to get up and he starts saying, come on, like, why are you being like that? And they all start freaking following me. They were literally telling me that I was ugly anyway. I was a slut, so why wouldn't I just do it? And I'm confused because I've never seen these boys a day in my life. So I was like, bro, what? Then he comes up again and grabs my arm. He's like, this is gonna be my last time asking you. Just give me what I want. I don't cuss at all. If you didn't notice, like I don't cuss. And I was like, F off. And I started to have a panic attack while I was running down the stairs. And it gets worse, y'all. I'm running down all the stairs. At this point, I made it to like the 1st floor and I'm just running. I did not stop once and I kept checking behind me because I thought that one of them were going to pop up behind me. I book it to my car and my auntie and my grandma were like, what's wrong with you? And I just didn't say nothing. I was like, oh, nothing. And I'm in the back and I'm like, oh, I was just running down the stairs, y'all. I immediately text my boyfriend. I was actually texting my boyfriend while I was running down the stairs. I was telling him everything. Now let's get into how it gets worse, right? Again, I wasn't really known, but somehow, some way, these boys probably told their girlfriends that I was trying to hit on them, whatever, I don't even know. And literally, it was these 2 girls had came up to me, and they were like, next time I find out you're trying to flirt with my man, it's gonna be a problem. And I'm confused. I'm trying to tell them, like, no, that's not how it happened. Like, they were trying to mess with me. None of them are listening to me. None of them believe in me. Same thing, calling me sluts, whores, everything. And after that, that was just the... That's literally just made my mental health drop to the ground. I started doing terrible in school. No one was listening to me. And that's when I started to do it online. In my head, I stopped telling people because it's like, why would I keep telling people when no one believes me anyway? So my counselor, she was constantly trying to, you know, make things go right for me and all this type of stuff. And I just couldn't tell her because if I told her, she was going to tell me to tell her who the boys were. Mind you, I did not know who their names. Then she was going to tell me to report it. She was probably going to report it and it was just going to be a whole thing. And I just didn't want it. I wanted it to go away.